Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mampolo from Mampolo's Corner, Renee or myself. Guys, there's one thing I said in my previous video, today. I said make this relationship between Tinubu and Wike make it sweet continuously. Make it sweet continuously because you get what they see for this relationship. Not this relationship between Wike and Tinubu. No, I don't foresee something, but I know they believe now. I see fight. I see very sour relationship because I see that this relationship was built on self-interest. What will I gain? What do I gain if I give you this one? If I do this one for you, what do you go do for me? That kind of relationship will not the last. What? Oh no. You think they talk too much? This is why at the time you not go past 6 months. You go to see the fight. The world are going to come out. 1 week going to demand something. Say, now this position I want. Now this position you promised me. Tinubu go tell and say, Wike, I am not owing you. I am not owing you any dime. That time, he don't become president or a president elect or select anyone when you choose to call him. That one consign or not. Wike, I don't warn you. I don't warn you. This game when you play, you think say now you shall be play and pass. People want play and pass full for Nigeria and Wike, you know one here. Tinubu na your mate. This game when you play now, this una political game, you think say you and Tinubu na mate. It's all right. They play. They play, Wike. They play. You don't know who they play with. You are using River State people to do trade by barter. You carry to the River State people, give Tinubu, then Tinubu go give you something in return. Now what do they expect? Tinubu, you get one I like in you now. This particular video, you get what I like inside you in this particular video. You go straight away, tell them. River State people, I am not owing you people. Wike, I know they owe you. Straight and point blank. Point blank. I know they owe you. Election don't finish. All man to your tent, oh Israel. To your tent, oh Israel. Okay, for those who never see Tinubu reject the request of Wike. Say you go pay for the money when he take do federal road. Tinubu time say no, I know they owe you. I'm not rebuilding any. I'm not refunding you any money. I'm not owing you. It turned down the request for him. He be like film. And I clear like photo for those who never see the video. Watch video.
Well, let's begin what's trending. From where we ended yesterday with the President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu's visit to River State to commission projects executed by the governor of the state, Nyesom Wike, who on Tuesday declared Wednesday, May 3rd, as a public holiday in honor of Tinubu's visit. Well, Tinubu, while delivering his speech at the inauguration of a flyover in Obiokpo local government area of the state, promised that his administration would lead legacy projects across the length and breadth of Nigeria. He thanked the people of River State for the pivotal role they played in his emergence as president-elect. Tinubu, however, rejected the request made by Governor Wike for a refund of money spent by the state government on all federal roads in River State, stating that he owes him nothing.
Jesus.
I will leave Sanwo-Olu to give you back your banter and response. I am the president-elect.
You mean
The 12th flyover and the demand you made for refund. I owe you nothing.
Jesus.
It's your road.
Shame on you. Shame no catch you now. See you, shame.
You ran, chuckle me, and make a demand. You are the one living on this road. I commend your effort. You have to lobby me to collect.
No, what do you mean? With the laugh in shame now. In shame. You don't know politicians.
I hear you singing, but of course, I know you guys discussed it earlier in the newspaper review as well as the headlines, but it's a huge topic and a very important conversation. So I'll take some reactions from Nigerians. This is from Niger Discipline, who wrote, "And so it begins. That statement was loaded. Federal government owes that money and will refund it. Fact. That response was a direct attack on Wike himself. I owe you nothing." Nyesom heard that loud and clear and knows he indeed, or he is in trouble. Well, another Twitter user there goes, "Tinubu has this unsettling honesty about him. Buhari has the same attribute as well. I owe you nothing." Tinubu says to Wike, he means it. There is no debating this. Wike understands this as well. There is no G-clown dragging happening. Tinubu won't accept any clowning from him.
It is say
Well, this Twitter user goes, "It is important to note that this build and refund business is one of the ways state governors scam the federal government. They build, construct, and repair federal highways in their states, collude with Federal Ministry of Works officials for inflated valuations, and get presidents to pay back in a very discretionary, off-budget manner." Well, good news. Tinubu is signaling a stop to this waste of federal resources. After all, as Lagos governor, he reconstructed federal roads like Ahmadu Bello Awolowo Road, Alfred Ruwane, and much more, with no listening ears of President Olusegun Obasanjo, let alone refund. Like I said, it is such a very important conversation because, as you know, I believe Tinubu is one of those that have really called for the change of the Nigerian constitution to have, the states have control of their resources, their infrastructure. And I think that he made that point loud and clear, even though people are saying that it is funny and, it's a joke.
Not funny.
I doubt that it is a joke, Ayo.
Yes, you're right. I think he must be speaking from experience, like, the last Twitter user had mentioned, because the battle he faced with President Olusegun Obasanjo at the time of the PDP, when he repaired federal roads, in fact, was a tussle as to don't touch our roads, leave it the way it is. But as governor, he couldn't sit and see his people suffer applying these roads. So in terms of saying that he owes Governor Wike nothing, he even qualified it by saying that they are here, your people are using it. So, but there was a but. There was an olive branch, if I put it that way, where he said, you can lobby me and we can talk about it later.
Yeah.
And that goes back to the previous tweet as well that was shown, whereby we had talked about this later, being these things where governors do by repairing roads,
Absolutely.
then going back for federal refund, is a scam in some instances. And we saw that play out in 2016, where 36 states applied for, a huge amount of money from the federal government, and this caused them to actually go and investigate. And we found out that 5 of them didn't actually follow due process. Some of them would do it without the approval, without supervision from the Ministry of Works and Housing, whose responsibility these roads are.
Absolutely.
Therefore, it could be a challenge. So it was great to see President-elect Bola Tinubu talk about the fact that it wasn't going to be business as usual. He would not, or it doesn't owe him anything, and he can lobby him later on if he finds that he has a case for this.
Okay, Dr. Patti wanted to say something.
Okay, one, if you say build and refund, it's a scam. It's not new. The thing has been on the table since. These state governments, they go and build what is called federal road, or they say they are maintaining it, and then it becomes an issue, they want a refund. Then they will add variations to it. You will have the federal government, Ministry of Works and Housing saying, oh, why didn't you inform us before jumping on top of our roads? And I said, maybe one of the things you need to look at is the exclusive legislative list with regard to the categorization of roads in Nigeria. In America, I think in 1916, under Woodrow Wilson, the decision was taken that states will be responsible for the maintenance of even the highways with support from the federal government. Maybe there is need to take a second look at that.
Absolutely.
And maybe that is what Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is hinting at. It's not that he had, issues with the Obasanjo administration. He actually took the Obasanjo administration to court on the issue of federalism. He also has a book on the issue of federalism, in Nigeria. So as, a president of Nigeria, people will be looking forward to how he manages some of these issues. That's one. The president-elect went to Port Harcourt to go and visit Wike and commission projects. Members of his own party were excluded. This is a president-elect who has told us that he will run an inclusive government. He said he was calling on everybody to work with him. But he went to a state of the federation. He didn't even bother to make a phone call to his own gubernatorial candidate in the place. That is a very bad signal, because as Tonyeko pointed out this morning on this same program, President Tinubu is now, President-elect Tinubu is going to become president of all Nigerians. And he should not exclude anybody. His own party members complaining about exclusion, I think, is a very bad signal. Number 4, which is the point I had made earlier, he should not be tempted to engage in this going about commissioning projects and all that. He should keep himself in Defense House in Abuja or stay in his house in Lagos and wait till May 29.
For security reasons,
when not even just for security reasons, until he's properly inaugurated as president, because we don't have 2 presidents. We have only 1 president.
Yes,
as president-elect, he has become our property.
Yes,
it's our property. So that's why security details will follow him. He will receive security briefings, but he cannot start acting presidential yet. I know it's a good thing for a man to be enthusiastic. He should moderate his enthusiasm and wait until he takes office. That's why when you have a king in waiting, it goes through Ikpebi, as Yorubas call it. Then when he is crowned, he becomes the king. So let him not act as king before the moment.
Dr. Mati is a very important individual at this point, because, Governor Wike declared a public holiday for him, Rufai. Really quickly, I know we've commented on this, but I wanted to touch on that public holiday aspect. We always complain about, even when people visit, they should not block the roads or the airports. Now you are having people sit at home because a president-elect is visiting your state.
Mungus.
Oh, wow. 2 public holidays in a week?
Yes.
How much has the state lost?
I don't know.
If I talk now, they'll say hate speech. What's the unemployment rate in Rivers State? What's the unemployment rate? It's over 50, close to 50%. One of the highest in the country. And you are declaring public holiday for people that don't have jobs already, that the little businesses they do, they also eke out a means of living. You have denied them because they want to commission a flyover. A flyover that is supposed to be innately the dividends of democracy.
No matter.
You see, all this over-commissioning by our leaders is a reflection of the lack of shame. Doing projects are no big deal in parts of the world. You do a project and you move on with it. These are projects that planning committees will do and move on. Do you know how many roads are being built in other parts of the world?
Tell me.
But this over-commissioning is a reflection that we don't have shame. We must always have something to celebrate. Fly over, say this or that or that. It's a lack of shame. There are other issues that are pertinent.
Yes.
Which is improving the prospect of the people, improving the Human Development Index. But what do we see? We see people carrying drums every day. Even, it's so funny now that projects that they are about to start, they will show it on live TV. Those that they complete, they will show it on live TV. They will take holidays here and there. That's the society we have become. We've become a society
that
of
holiday aspect is appalling.
As long as they pay the TV stations, let them show it on TV.
You get it's a reflection of the hypocrisy. Yes, we want the money as TV stations. I must have to re-echo that. We want the money. And we also thank the man that, because people were attacking me yesterday. They say, oh, he didn't call your TV station. I said, at least, but he hypes us very well. He gives us honorable mention. So he's our very good friend. But please, we should major on the major things that affect us.
Absolutely.
We should have passed this level of declaring public holiday for flyover.
I agree with
Those things are no big deal.
I agree
what is it? Is it his pocket money he's using to do it?
I know.
Is it not the state resource?
Yeah, it's appalling.
Maybe when he uses his own money to do flyover, we can start relating to that.
The
Let's
brand.
move. People are talking about AI and ChatGPT. They're busy commissioning flyover that people have been building since 100 years ago.
All right.
Nonsense.
That's
We'll
the
take
10th
another story.
flyover, by the way.
I mean, well done to him.
10th
Really, well done.
flyover by
Well
Governor
done.
Well done to him,
What can we say?
but what's the role of government? It's not to build infrastructure.
I'm tired.
All right.
So why should we praise government for their role?
When I don't see the video, and I don't watch them. Let me tell you something. Me not be Tinubu fans. You know that. Now I not support them. I know maybe even be president. I not support them. But notwithstanding, I always tell everybody: if you do well here, whether I know they support you, I support you. But I know say what you do, they well. What you talk good, I will come here. I will come support that thing. I go promote them. I know they bias. I think since the campaign or whatever, this is the first time when I don't support what Tinubu do. Everybody can be a witness. Do you think when he tell Wike, tell and say, I owe you nothing. Don't expect much from you. No go carry all your wahala when you tell they do flyover, the flyover, put for my head. Say now federal government they do flyover for I no send you. Federal government no send you. Now they use them. I am not going to give you any money. If that is your interest, when make you come encourage or rig election for me for Rivers State, Baba, I no get money to give you. That thing sweet me reach inside Bella, Tinubu. The first thing when you don't do, when I like. Me, as you see me say, I know they say because say, oh, I not support you for election. Even they do you as president select, president whatever. If you begin to do good job there, I go see bring her here to talk about. Now so me I did. Now so me I did. But the mandate, make God to decide first. The mandate, the process of you getting in, we have problem with that. I don't have problem with you personally, but the process of you putting yourself that place, there is problem. But we will leave that one for the court to judge. But you see this thing when you do weekend, continue more. We are right behind you on this one. Because I see weekend going to fight very soon. Now it's normal thing now. When they fight, you know, give them all those ones. She fight. When the problem why you go there say that time you know they for power again. If you fight, you know where you go keep her. You just go keep him there. you not be governor again. If you cough, you go carry and go there. In governorship they finish very soon, few days time. So if you cough during your tenure, carry and go where you supposed to. Keep him there. Bam. You go know say it happen. Say that game, not be only you sabi play the game. As he play the game, usually for state people heard he play the game finish for his self-interest. Thinking say make it finish, make them give a minister of petroleum of Nigeria. May go there, go they loot. No give him any minister and they hear you no give him. Leave him as he finish, may he go inside. No, check what that we cannot go to fight you. Now in way. So all those things when they fight for you now for his self-interest, not for the interest of River State people. No, we know we can. If you tell they cry, hey, the federal government is this. Now what in one game? Now they cry for. But I like what you do. I'm here, Tinubu. For this one, God go bless you. I don't want to talk too much. Guys, if you love what I do, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and on TikTok. All of my political love, guys. Peace out.